Hey guys, Rolando Rodriguez here with xgains.com, where we got workouts that work, eats that satisfy, and everything else you need to reach your lifestyle goals. So today I am lucky enough to review another Opportunities product. This one happens to be unflavored MCT oil. So MCT oil has a number of benefits for the body. Some include helping with digestion and helping control blood sugar. Great for helping ketone production, quick energy source because of the fact that it is a medium chain triglyceride. And what I did was I utilized it with my shakes and coffees, which it actually says perfect for shakes and coffees on the back. And it's pretty much how most mainstream America is utilizing MCT oil these days anyways. So without further ado, check out my review of how I utilize Opportunities unflavored MCT oil for my shakes and my coffee. Hey guys, it is 9:15 on a Wednesday night. Actually broke my fast late today, fasted till dinner, didn't eat dinner till about 7 o'clock. And so now I'm gonna have MCT oil. I'm gonna add it to my Shakeology. We'll see how I feel, if I actually notice any extra energy throughout the day, or if I have higher ketone levels, whatever the case may be. I'm gonna let you guys know. I'm gonna be taking this once daily. Now for the Shakeology, I have heavy whipping cream, about a 1/4 cup. Fill the rest up with almond milk, unsweetened vanilla. I've tried some other almond milks and for some reason, they don't blend very well. Some of them get gelatinous when you blend them. Almond Breeze does not. So highly recommend Almond Breeze if you don't want your shake to get gelatinous. Here's the Shakeology bag that I actually drink. It's cafe latte. And the way that I fix this, I thoroughly enjoy this as a treat. I add a dash of cinnamon. Then I add a dash or so of vanilla extract. And then I also add sea salt. 1 second. And then today I'm going to be adding the unflavored MCT oil. This has about 17 servings per container, and a serving is about that big. And give it a go in the NutriBullet. It seems like it did blend for the most part. Gonna give it a sip. Tastes the same. In terms of consistency, seems like it mixed in there pretty well. Definitely doesn't really add any taste, but it adds a creaminess, which I actually thoroughly enjoy. I already add a little bit of heavy cream anyways to make it a little bit more creamy, but I think the MCT oil has actually made it a little more creamy still, and I like that. That's it. MCT oil mixed with Shakeology is a go. Thumbs up. Pretty good. So we're back in my kitchen. I'm going to taste test the MCT oil, this time with Café con Leche. I had Café con Leche growing up pretty much every single day from the day I was like 4 until I stopped eating breakfast when I was 30. Café con Leche, if you're Cuban, is a staple of breakfast. The way it was done in my house was 2 different ways. If we had time, it was a Cuban espresso, the right way to do it. But also my mom would do it with Folgers instant coffee, and she actually likes the way that tastes, and it's really quick. So my version of Café con Leche Keto is almond milk and heavy cream. 2/3 cup almond milk, 1/3 cup heavy cream. And that's my quote-unquote keto milk when I want to have milk. So I'm going to grab a cup. If it's not the beach in this house, it's Christmas, so why not grab a Christmas mug? Again, I do 1/3 heavy whipping cream and then 2/3 of the unsweetened vanilla almond milk. So here we go. We got the milk. Now we got to heat it up. I put it for 2 minutes, but keep an eye on it and make sure that the milk doesn't boil. Depending on different microwaves and different settings, it might be too much. But if you see the milk starting to bubble up and boil over, open it up as quick as you can. So take the coffee out. I'm going to be using decaffeinated Folgers instead of caffeinated Folgers instant coffee because I've realized that I'm one of those people that caffeine takes a long time to get into my system. If I have caffeine at 3 p.m. in the afternoon, I don't fall asleep until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, and I typically go to bed around 10, 11 o'clock at the latest. So I'm gonna have decaf. So what I do is 1 tablespoon of decaf. If you're gonna have this regular Café con Leche, you'd have a 1 coffee to 2 sugar ratio. So if you'd have 2 tablespoons of sugar, you'd have 1 tablespoon of coffee if you're doing instant coffee. If you were doing it with Cuban espresso coffee, you'd probably do 2/3 cup of milk, 1/3 cup of Cuban espresso coffee. I like it dark, and then you would add sugar to taste. Since I can't have sugar because it's keto, I'm going to have Splenda. I know there's a lot of issues with having artificial sweeteners. We won't get into them right now, but I feel fine when I have them. I'm not going to stop drinking them until I have an issue, I guess, or more studies come out scaring me a little bit more. I'm going to try to put this scoop of MCT oil. No butter. The heavy cream's got enough fat in my opinion. The way people typically do bulletproof coffee is to blend it in the NutriBullet. So let's see how that turned out after I made a mess. It actually looks pretty frothy. Now I'm going to taste it. Yeah, the froth actually adds a little something to it. And this tastes delicious. Again, the way I did it was 1/3 cup heavy cream, 2/3 cups almond milk, a scoop of MCT oil, 1 tablespoon Folgers instant coffee, and 2 sweet and lows. Or actually, this is Splenda, so whatever artificial sweetener you like best. This tastes pretty darn good. Yeah, and actually, this is delicious. The MCT oil says that it is unflavored. If anything, it has some texture, and I like the full body texture of it. I would definitely recommend blending it in the NutriBullet versus just stirring it. When I stirred it, it was fine. I could drink it like that, but some people might be turned off by seeing some of the MCT oil floating on the top. Once you give it a blend, there's nothing up there at all. Great stuff. So as you saw there, in terms of taste, it was unflavored. As it says right there, I truly couldn't taste it in my version of Bulletproof Coffee, Cuban Bulletproof Coffee, if you will, Café con Leche with MCT oil. And I couldn't taste it in the shake. In terms of my digestion, I was able to digest this extremely well. I had no problem. Some people, if they eat too much MCT oil, they might have problems when they go to the restrooms. They might have some bloat. They might be able to go to the restroom a little more easily than they wish they could. But I had personally no issue. In terms of my ketone levels, I was utilizing the urine strips that I have, and I was staying in ketosis. But, you know, being that I was following a ketogenic diet anyways, I was already in ketosis. So the P strips didn't tell me that I was producing more ketones. But since I live in ketosis pretty much year round, my body is a lot more efficient with utilizing the ketones. So I don't expel a lot of the ketones because I'm pretty much making the amount of ketones that I'm utilizing. In terms of energy, I was feeling a little more energetic. Could have been a placebo effect, or it could have been the extra ketone production that I was getting from the MCT oil. I will say that I felt better. Again, could be a placebo effect, but I'm all for purchasing placebo effects as long as they make you perform better. Now, in terms of satiety, I did notice that I was fuller or less hungry throughout the day, and it could have been because of the MCT oil, because I changed nothing else with my diet. I just added this for a couple of weeks, and that's what I noticed, guys. So would I recommend this product to someone looking into MCT oil? Absolutely. I personally was able to digest it without an issue. It has no flavor. You might want to get one with flavor. And remember, if you're going to mix it with a hot liquid and or my version of Café con Leche, blend it, because the fat will rise to the top, and some of you may not like that. But if you're in ketosis, like I've said before, you're going to realize that anytime you see fat, it actually makes food more desirable, because your body knows it's utilizing fat, be it from the thigh of a cow, an MCT oil, or your own thighs, for energy, and it knows that it needs to get more fat to continue to burn fat. Anyways, that's it for now. This is Rolando Rodriguez with xgains.com and Opportunities Unflavored MCT Oil. Please check the show notes down below for a little bit more information on the product and the company. Also, let me know if you got any questions or comments down below. Please like, subscribe, and share to this channel if you haven't done so already. I greatly appreciate it. The website again is x-, that's the symbol, not the word, gains.com. And I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Peace.